Not assume people's gender identity PSA. A vast majority of people that are a part of the LGBTQ get annoyed when you just assume their gender identity. The reason people from the LGBTQ do not like having their gender identity assumed is because it can harm someone's mental health by asserting on them their physical appearance rather than asking for their preference. We do not need more people in the world with mental health problems because of some mistake you might have made due to your ignorance on the matter.
Hey girl, nice outfit you got there.
Did you just assume my gender?
Yeah, you look like a girl.
I'm offended.
Up to 7% of Americans experience a mood disorder each year. Suicide is the second leading cause of death in the LGBTQ plus individuals aged 10 to 24. LGBTQ plus are the three times most likely to experience a mental health condition. LGBTQ plus youth with high high rejecting families are 48 times more likely to act on self-harming behavior, including but not limiting suicide. Up to 30% of LGBTQ plus individuals abuse substances are compared to 9% of general population. Each encounter with the LGBTQ plus victimization due to harassment or abuse increases the likelihood of self-harming behavior by an average of 2.5 times.
I'm a guy.
I am here to inform you today about some solutions on the matter at hand. Here are some of the gender identities and gender expressions. For example, genderqueer is a sexual identity that their sexual orientation is asexual, which means a person's gender is somewhere in the middle of the spectrum, who does not have any sexual or romantic feelings. Transgender woman is a woman who was born a male at birth, but they feel as though they are a female or trapped inside a male's body, so they express themselves as a more masculine. Their gender expression is known as butch, and cis woman is a woman who was born female and has feminine characteristics and is attracted to women. Trans or cis, and maybe other genders too. Their gender expression is known as femme. Non-binary is when they are not known which gender they are assigned at birth, and they are attracted to multiple genders, and they are placed somewhere in the middle of the spectrum in between male and female. Agender are people who do not identify as having a gender. The TDSB has created an all gender washroom for all genders. So if people want to use that washroom instead of the assigned sex washroom, they can do so without having to feel the pressure of being forced to go into a sex assigned washroom. This is a message to the government to get more all gender washrooms around the world. So instead of all these students that have to feel awkward going into the assigned gender washrooms, they can go into an all gender washroom and not feel ashamed or uncomfortable about it. Here are some ways to asking someone for their pronouns and preferences. Hi, I'm Andre and I go by he. How can I refer to you?
Hi, I'm Carson, and I refer to he/him.
Now that you're aware of the topic at hand, do not make the mistake of being the reason as to why someone has a mental health disorder from something that you said.
Do not assume my gender.
Do not assume my gender.
Do not assume my gender.